what that's good for. Ah, you figure it out. Let's ride. Better than that to stop us. You weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither.
Tell Nat Baron to bring a seed here, and suggest he guard this seed better than the last few.
Something nice with that.
Do you need something, Traveler? I'm waiting on a friend of mine to bring me something very important. Oh, Versadu! My sweet little scaly friend! I was so lonely without him. Thank you, Traveler. You don't know what it means to have Versadu by my side again. Please, take this. It's the least I can do. Thank you for bringing all these precious creatures back to me. Still, I wonder about Marcian. It's not like them to be gone this long. I would check on them myself, but I can't leave my pets behind. They need me here. Well, yes. Marcian's a dear friend. If they were going to be late, they would have sent word. Their trade takes them to many remote and isolated parts of the wilderness. If something happened to them, there wouldn't be anyone around to help. Marcian knows their way around the woods, but it can be a dangerous place. You've done so much, but I have one last request. Please find out what happened to Marcian. I'll pay you for your help. Their camp is just north of us. You can start there.
Always worth stocking up.
Careful, stranger. The ones who know
Good
that
to
my
get
friends are
stocked up.
close. They may This camp is lost and my companions are dead. Wildburn will cover any trace of their existence and the evidence of the Recollection's crimes. The Recollection happened. I was out scouting when they attacked our camp. Most of them were gone by the time I returned, which is the only reason I didn't die with my companions. We came here to hunt our enemies, but we became the hunted instead. Greenspeaker Darolith told everyone in Vashabar about the False King and his Wildburn seeds. She said we needed to find the Recollection and stop them from planting more seeds. We were but one group sent out, but the Recollection found us first. A number of them went into the ruin to the east. I think they're still inside. I would go in after them, but there are too many for me, and my heart is heavy with grief over the loss of my companions. Nantherian is no king of mine. Not anymore. Using corrupted magic like the Wildburn. It's a betrayal of the Green. My companions felt that way too. I didn't see him here, stranger, but he could be inside the ruins.
ready. You never know what else might be headed our way.
When a seed sprouts, this ancient shrine will awaken. Its power will help fill the well of Mistkarkan.
We will guard the seed with our lives, my king.
Let's go.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar Wood Elves were to blame for all this.
You're back. Tell me what you found. I had a feeling you'd return soon. The skein of secrets changed while I was studying it. The sites I sent you to investigate faded away. I presume you accomplished something at both locations? Tell me, what did you find? I had hoped that we put an end to the Wildburn threat when we interrupted Nantharian's ritual at Hoperoot. What did you do about the seeds? The Recollection grows more violent and reckless. Until Nantharian is defeated, no one is safe. Did you learn anything about where Nantharian was heading next? Wellsprings of power? I've got no idea. All right, if you destroyed the seeds the Recollection planted, they'll need to replace them. That means we still have a chance to find Nantharian. Let's take another look at the skein. That's Fort Dirich, an old watchtower to the northwest of Skingrad. I'll meet you there, friend.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar wood elves were to blame for all this.
Here we go.
I told you the fort's seen better days. Let's look around a little. That poor beast has been corrupted by Wildburn. What's it doing here? Look! There's a passage behind that rubble. I think someone's been down here. Let's see if we can find a Wildburn seed. Over there, a Wildburn seed. That's one seed. It looks like there's another one deeper. Another seed. Destroy it, friend.
Wildburn is but a tool, my prince. A way to awaken the alien magic sleeping beneath this land.
Yes. The Well of Miskaken. I remember it now.
Miskaken was the ancient realm of my ancestors, my prince. But the well lies hidden.
I can open the way for you. The wellspring of power awaits in a starry vault deep beneath the city. Come, I will show you.
Miskaken? That's where we'll find King Nantharion. Well, that takes care of 2 more seeds. Let's talk outside. Any adventurer who delves into Ayleid ruins knows the name Miskaken. It was a great Ayleid city, but it's been lost for ages. If Nantharion is truly descended from its ancient rulers, that would explain the Recollection's fascination with Ayleids. I'm not sure that helps us. There are Ayleid ruins scattered all over Westweald. Any one of them could be Miskaken, and it's not like I can look it up in any books. And that memory confirms it. We were wrong about the Wildburn seeds. We thought Nantharion unleashed the Wildburn to expand Dawnwood. It does that, of course, but the memory suggested another purpose. They want to wake up Ayleid magic and restore that ancient realm, and apparently restore Athelia in the process. Of course, if Athelia uses her powers to reveal Miskaken to Nantharion, the location should appear on the skein. Open it up and see if the map has changed, friend. I noticed the Ayleid ruins around Vashabar, but I never imagined it was built above ancient Miskarkand. Clearly, Nantharian planned to harness the Well of Miskarkand from the beginning, but he needed Athelia's help to reach it. Laramil could explain it better, but I'll try. As I understand it, Ayleid wells are supposed to collect magicka. They harness starlight, the pure power of Aetherius. Miskarkand was the capital city of a powerful kingdom. Its well must be huge. I don't know. Refound the Ayleid Empire? Restore Athelia to her ancient might? They could do anything they can imagine. The fate of Westweald might depend on us stopping them from using the well. We need to get to Vashabar, friend. Time isn't on our side, friend. The Skein of Secrets indicates that King Nantharian, and likely Athelia too, are already in Vashabar. If we don't stop them now, we might not get another chance. Not much, I'm afraid. Miskarkand is mentioned in several historical accounts of the Ayleid Empire. It was one of the more powerful city-states in the western part of the Empire. But until now, no one had any idea where it stood. The city survived Alessia's rebellion and acknowledged her as Empress after the White Gold Tower fell. Miskarkand remained strong enough to deter the Alessian Order in the decades after her death. The Order could not overcome its defenses. It's said the people of the city just slipped away in small bands, seeking the safety of Valenwood. Eventually, no one was left but the last king, Moramath. But all that's little more than legend and speculation. No one really knows for sure. Time isn't... The Skein was right. Athelia used her power here. There was no doorway into these ruins before this one suddenly appeared. According to this legionary, Tribune Alea witnessed the whole thing and went charging in after them. Sounds like something she'd do. We'd better head in and find her before she tries to take on who knows how many Shardborn and Recollection warriors. But if this is Miskarkand, that won't be all we'll have to deal with. Take Abolisher. An Ayleid ruin of a city as powerful as Miskarkand will have dangerous traps, maybe powerful undead. I have a feeling we're going to need that blade before we're done here. Go on, I'm right behind you.
Looks like old Valen would...
Look at these halls. It's just like the legend said. We're definitely in the right place. place is crawling with recollection and fallen legionaries. I hope Tribune Alea is all right.
Comrade, you need to find a way to close that portal.
Abolish us gathering energy from each foe you defeat. Abolish us charge with power. Attack damage the portal. Gather more energy and try again. Use abolish on the portal, friend. You did it! The portal's closing! Now we know how to use Abolisher to close more and more portals. Tribune Alea, you're safe.
Safe? We were pinned between a Daedra-spewing portal and a blocked passage before you came along. Glad you found us, comrade. I was meeting with Greenspeaker Derelith when Nantharian walked into the village like he still owned the place. Marched straight to these ruins. He had a strange cloaked woman with him. I think that was Ethelia. I was thinking I was performing my duty as an Imperial Tribune. And I wasn't alone. I had legionaries with me. We fought our way through an army of recollection until we reached this dead end, and got trapped by that portal. How did you find me? That doesn't sound good. Shard Marshal Vargas is here too. I was hot on their heels, but they stepped through a portal at this blocked passage. I couldn't follow. We've got to find another way to reach the deeper halls. Abolisher? We saw Vargas use it to open portals, and we just watched you use it to seal portals as well. All right. Cut us a path through this collapsed passage, comrade. We'll catch up to those bastards yet. We need another portal. Let's go! More Shardborn and Recollection already. Why are they just laying down? What are they guarding? Another portal. Slay those Daedra and charge Abolisher.
Give him a fight.
Abolisher is charged. Strike the portal.
Over so soon.
Strike the portal with Abolisher.
You should have run from that.
this
us?
place.
Nobody.
You could hide half of Tamriel down here. These halls go on forever. We need to keep searching. Look, didn't we see something like that in Hope Root? Use the echo.
Guard the door. They must have reached the well.
The memory of a great battle? Who are Athelia's forces fighting? Up there! It's Shard Marshal Vargas.
Warriors of Miramor, stand fast against Mora's minions. If this memory interests you so much, allow me to send you there. Where are you?
Let's make this quick.
There you are. You just vanished. That memory showed Shardborn fighting other Daedra. Athelia was defending something in this place.
Easy.
Another memory? You might learn something. Go ahead. I'll watch for Vargas.
Continue this futile struggle. Every fate before me says, you cannot win.
But you do not see everything, Mora. In the many paths, all things are possible. I will write my own fate.
Go, my prince. You must escape. Athelia, wait.
Is this where Athelia lost her ancient battle? Her minions remain to guard the passage behind her. Somewhere.
But do not fear. My very
down there. Ethelia and her servants. They reached the well.
I can't wait any longer. I need to stop Nantharian.
Watch it. He's charging ahead without us.
Friends, the gate closed behind me. Hurry, use Abolisher. Nantharian is just ahead.
Theragon, wait for us. Damn it!
Nantharian, stop! A wild burn unleashed with the power from that well will destroy Westweald!
Theragon! You'll pay for this, Nantharian.
I have suffered your interference long enough, outsider.
Forces of Miramor!
Portal.
Aid me!
Ready, Abolisher.
Never know what else might be heading our way. Got to be better than that to stop us. You're dead.
Protect me!
Was never meant for mortal hands. Witness its true power! Athelia, Unweaver, Mistress of the Many Paths, let your glory be restored! Remember your true self and free us from the chains of fate!
I am whole. Come, Vargas. It is time to go home. With the loom, I will restore all that was lost.
I'm all right, Tribune.
You stopped Nantharian from unleashing that final wild burn on the Weald. Thank you, my friend.
We stopped one threat. But did you see? Ethelia changed.
Let's talk about this back in Skingrad, friends. We stopped Nantharian, and prevented a massive wild burn that would have destroyed the rest of Westweald. But Ethelia and Shard Marshal Vargas got away. Let's go back to my townhouse, and figure out where we stand. Vashabar deserves a chance. Not everything Nantharian built turned to evil. Somewhere he lost his way, as did my friend Greenspeaker Sorrelin, and others who fell in with the recollection. I need to go to Vashabar and tell them what happened. Apparently so. He considered himself the heir to that empire and planned to destroy Westweald to rebuild it. Some things are just better left buried, and seeing Ethelia restored was terrifying. I wonder what she plans to do with all that power.
I may never get used to fighting Daedra and magic users, but at least we put an end to Nantharian and his plot to destroy Westweald. That should finish the recollection. Now, is it too much to hope that Ethelia will take her power and just go away? Nantharian is dead. Hoperoot is destroyed. The recollection has no leaders and no friends. Some diehards might linger for a time, but they won't pose a significant threat to Westweald. No, I'm more worried about Shard Marshal Vargas and her prince. I have no idea. Maybe they'll never give Westweald another thought now that Ethelia has her power. But she wants vengeance for what was done to her. That might lead to very bad things. I don't think we've seen the last of them.
I just have to catch you first. I'll get you something tasty. What do prairie dogs eat again? Meat? Ifray's beard! How does Hannibal make it look so easy?
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar Wood Elves were to blame for all this.
That...
Proxy, I hoped to find you here. I sensed a powerful ripple in fate, and came as quickly as I could. I have been scouring the plains for hints of Torvasad's doings. I sensed ripples of probability flowing across the Daedric realms. Imagine my surprise when I traced them to their origin, ancient Miskarkand. What happened there? Without Nantharian, and with Torvasad off doing who knows what, the recollection will be scattered and leaderless. Our battle merely shifts to a new arena now, with even greater stakes. Already the threads of fate fray at an alarming rate. I do not think reality is endangered by Athelia's travels, but by her choices. Whatever she decides to do, reality must accommodate her. It will shatter in the attempt. The threat of her next decision causes fate to now fray. The one who knows has not made that clear to me. Yet as long as reality persists, we still have a chance to prevent Ethelia from undoing everything. Conclude your business with Baragon, Proxy. Our work is not yet done.
I'm glad you're back, Laramil. Maybe you can help us understand what happened to Ethelia in Miskarkand.
Fate has demanded I assist its proxy. It is why I am here.
A few recollection may linger, but their threat fades. Without Nantharian or the Staff of Many Paths, there will be no more Wildburns. The mad dream of a new Ayleid kingdom replacing Westweald is dead. And that wasn't our only victory, friend. By saving Skingrad and Vashabar from Nantharian's designs, you taught both sides to stand against a common enemy. Whatever comes next, all the people of Westweald will face it together. I thank you for that. It's not much, but please, take this. I sent word to Vashabar about Nantharian's fate, and Tribune Alea's scouts report that the Recollection's on the run. However, the Daedric incursions from Miramor continue unabated. I don't think Shard Marshal Vargas is done with us yet. Shard Marshal Vargas clearly intends to conquer Westweald for her prince. She made that quite apparent at Feldergard Keep. But there may be another motive for the incursions. If Vargas keeps us busy here, we can't interfere with Athelia's plans. Athelia said something about a loom and restoring what was lost. And her plan probably leads to the end of reality that Laramil keeps going on about. Let's take the fight to Athelia and maybe prevent whatever she has in mind. Are you with me? Take a look at the Skein of Secrets. If Athelia returned to Miramor, wherever that is, then perhaps the Skein can show us how to follow her. It's worth a try, anyway. Wendir? Does that mean anything to you, Laramil?
There are many hidden paths between the planes. I suspect the Skein of Secrets has showed us one. Prepare yourselves.
How exactly do we prepare ourselves for oblivion?
A good point. There is no telling what we may encounter. Still, that is our course. Fascinating. Wendir is another Ayleid ruin, but the Skein of Secrets offers no explanation beyond a mark on a map. A subtle tool indeed, worthy of the Lady of Whispers. I am curious, Proxy. What exactly did you see when you looked at the Skein? Yes, it showed me the same. A place where Athelia used her power. I doubt she is still on Nirn. The Skein presents us with a strange puzzle that we must solve. When you saw Athelia with Vargas in Miskarkand, what exactly did she say? A loom. As in a weaving apparatus? Intriguing. As for Athelia's home, her realm in Oblivion was forgotten when she was. No records exist that can point us to Miramor. And the thought of restoring what was lost, I do not like the sound of them. The point to which we must travel to follow Athelia, I assume. Perhaps we will find a portal to her realm there. Or mayhap there is something we are meant to learn in Wendir. We must trust the Skein. I shall meet you there, Proxy.
I just heard the news. King Nantharian was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenary. And did you hear? The Recollection worships some forgotten Daedric prince.
Better luck next time. Oh, wait.
I sense an anomaly here, Proxy. A place where the veil between realms can be parted. This is what the Skane wanted us to find. A portal recently used by Athelia and reopened by Abolisher.
But a portal to where?
Does it matter? Wherever it...
Curious. This is Fargrave. Did Athelia come this way to make use of the Celestial Palanquin? Baragon and Tribune Alea were right behind us, but have not yet appeared. We should confer, Proxy. The portal deposited us in the demiplane of Fargrave. It is a realm without a prince that serves as a crossroad through oblivion. 1,000 doors lead in and out of Fargrave, or so it is said. But the fate of Baragon and the Tribune concerns me. I am not surprised. Many who travel the plains pass through Fargrave. I do not recognize this quarter of the city, though. Nor can I explain what happened to our allies. Perhaps it was some effect of Athelia's presence. The Shardborn are here in force. And in my previous visits, I never saw anything like those crystalline groves ahead. I think Athelia reshaped this part of Fargrave when she came this way, which may have affected our portal, too. That is one possibility, but another occurs to me now. The true origins of Fargrave are lost. You said Athelia intended to return home. I wonder if this was her realm before she was forgotten. A mere conjecture. But if this lost quarter of Fargrave was once part of Athelia's realm, it has fallen into ruin during her long absence. Well, we will not find our allies or the answers we seek standing here. Let us... Let threads of fate restore your strength. These crystals definitely signal Athelia's presence. See where they lead, Proxy. Let fate renew your vigor. The current of fate shall revitalize. The crystal grows more prominent, as if Miramor follows in its prince's wake. Feel the current of fate flow through.
And down they go.
That door, Proxy. I believe that is our way forward.
There you are! We were separated in the portal somehow. There's a door up here too. We'll meet you on the other side.
Beware! Shard Marshal Vargas is above you. Proxy, stay close.
You dare trespass in Miramor, in the very heart of our power. I banish you to the many paths, never to return.
Vargas banished our allies into the many paths. He took everything I had just to shield us. Baragon and Tribune Alea are beyond our help for now. We must go on without them. I am sorry, Proxy. I tried to shield our companions, but I could not. It took all the strength I could muster to prevent us from being banished along with them. It seems Shard Marshal Vargas is much more powerful than when we last faced her. Yes, Baragon and Tribuna Leia ceased to be real to us, and became real somewhere else. That is the nature of the many paths, and a terrifying example of how the ability to navigate them can be misused. Perhaps, but only if we can find a point of connection in this plane. Shard Marshal Vargas must have hurled our allies through physical distance, as well as beyond this reality. They are someplace else. The many paths lead to different possibilities, different realities. There is no way to know where Vargas sent them. Our best bet is to continue on. Perhaps we shall locate a connection where the lamp can be used. The circle plates surrounding Fargrave are internal. Something significant has soon occurred.
Let fate renew your vigor, Percy.
A lingering memory. Use the echo proxy.
Your wanderings are futile, Torvasan. What you seek is here. The loom of the untraveled road. I have no idea what it is, but I am certain it's important.
You can stare at the sealed portal until you go mad, Vargas. I go in search of my missing memories.
A memory of Torvasad and Vargas before they recovered what had been forgotten. Let us talk. I almost feel sorry for Athelia's scions. To exist for millennia, tormented by the sense they were missing something, and could not find their purpose. The loom of the untraveled road. That must be the loom Athelia spoke of in Miscarcant. Indeed. Clearly the loom of the untraveled road is an apparatus of great importance. Vargas forgot what it was, yet its existence never ceased to gnaw at her. This is where Athelia's trail has been leading us. We must find a way to follow. Perhaps there is something more here than our mortal senses can perceive. In this reality, the archway and mirrors have long since lost their power. But in the many paths, that might not be so. Use the lamp of clarity, Proxy. A dormant portal. Proxy, we must find a way to activate it. The symbols the Lamp of Clarity revealed above the mirrors are the same as the ones that appear in the portal archway. There is certainly a connection. The runes above the arch and the runes revealed on the mirrors by the Lamp of Clarity are the same. Perhaps activating the mirrors in a specific order is how we can revive the dormant portal and get inside. The symbols in the mirrors match the symbols above the arch. That must indicate something. That did something. Try interacting with more of the mirrors. Well done. The dormant portal has awakened. I am curious to see the loom of which Athelia spoke. Let us proceed. this another isolated section of Fargrave, or a pocket dimension within the demiplane? Proxy, look. Another memory. Use the Ecomere.
My loom of the untraveled road fills this place. From its core, I can break the shackles of fate, undo mistakes, unlock possibilities, create new histories.
Athelia can use the loom to change history. That is how she will restore what was lost.
It's magnificent. But won't some princes see it as a threat?
A threat? This is a gift. The gift of unconstrained choice. The loom will weave a new story for every being. What they choose to be true. All shall benefit.
A wonderful gift indeed, my prince.
Athelia and Varus have reached the loom's core. We must reach them before they destroy the reality we know.
Better luck next time. Oh, wait.
That great skeleton above is one of the bearers of Fargrave.
Me neither.
Athelia's changing it to its mirror or reflection. Do you see the arches before us? I think they mark the doorway to the next part of the loop. I am not sure how to proceed, and we have no time to wander aimlessly. Perhaps the skein of secrets can... Proxy! Are you injured? I am surprised you were not injured, Proxy. Unrolling the skein of secrets appeared to precipitate a reciprocal paroxysm that is, it triggered a backlash, as I am sure you noticed. Indeed. And whatever caused that also completely drained the skein's power. Perhaps Athelia protected the loom of the untraveled road against the influences of her rival princes. Or is this some property of the loom itself? I cannot say. Daedric princes are supreme within their own realms. The longer we are delayed, the stronger Athelia grows. In fact, the next defense we trigger may be more dangerous. I do not think it would be wise to use Abolisher here. I have witnessed enough of Athelia's realm to feel the power flowing through it. I believe I can use my portal magic to proceed deeper into the loom, perhaps even reach its core. As long as Athelia does not sense our approach, we should be fine. Hurry now. The portal I opened should carry us as far as the loom's core.
Athelia does not wish to be disturbed. Rot in the very prison that held her for all those eons.
Vargas diverted my portal. She trapped us in Athelia's prison. I see a memory. Use the Ecomere.
the sake of reality, you cannot walk free.
You cannot contain me forever, Mora. In time, I will escape this cell.
No fate that I foresee results in your freedom. I am sorry, Ethelia, but I do this to preserve reality.
Hermaeus Mora could not predict what he could not perceive. Athelia's scions, the unseen. Come, we must find a way to escape. I sense the lamp still functions, and it revealed a path. We should follow its guidance. Is that Baragon? These ruined mirrors...
Shard Marshal Vargas sent us... somewhere. The Fargrave we were exploring faded away. I suddenly found myself in... another version of our reality. A mirror world. Dark and empty. Full of soul-crushing dread. Like an iron fist around my heart. I don't know how else to explain it. Whatever part of the many paths I was hurled into, it was a dark reflection of our reality. Timeless, empty. Not a world made of mirrors, but the world you see in a mirror. I don't know. I never saw her after Vargas cast a spell. She might have been in the world I was trapped in, or she could be anywhere. On the other side, mirrors are like windows. You can see through them, but that's all. I waited here and hoped. These were the only mirrors I found. I couldn't pass through until you used the lamp. I'm not sure there's a way out of the many paths without some sort of help. Let's stay in this reality, friend. I think we can reach the end of the maze from here.
If there is no escape by the road Baragon followed, we must continue on. Lead the way, Proxy.
Never going to get out of there.
The lamp.
When Vargas attacked, I saw a flash of light and suddenly I was somewhere else. It looked sort of like Fargrave, but everyone was gone, including Baragon. I wandered until I found those mirrors. Thanks for getting me out of there, comrade.
Look. An anomaly like the one we observed at Wendia. We must try Abolisher. No matter... It worked. And Abolisher appears unaffected for now. Let us leave this place.
What in the name of all the divines is that thing?
We must... A Daedric apparatus of unimaginable power. What the one who knows is.
I see Athelia, Shard Marshal Vargas, and Torvasad down there.
What are we waiting for then? Let's finish this.
Now I can undo my long imprisonment. Make it so I never
The current state shall revitalize you.
Who's next?
I show you.
not yet activated the loom. We can still intervene.
Give them no quarter!
Watch out! The Shard Marshal's waiting for us!
We keep Shard Marshal Vargas so we can reach the loop.
Vargas is shielded, friend! To destroy the portal!
Never a dull moment. You weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither.
Use Abolisher to destroy the loom.
Leave this place.
I am the last tomorrow, the Unweaver. I am filled with the power of the many paths. Come, Torvasard, away!
You did it, friend. But what's happening to Athelia?
Athelia has become something else.
Abolisher is depleted, but it did its job. The loom has been destroyed. I shall open an exit. Let us leave this place.
Good to see you, comrade. Baragon's waiting
I always
for you
find
in the
myself
relic
in a
room.
better mood after a meal.
Hello, friend. Put the relics in the case, please. They may be powerless now, but we shouldn't forget the part they played in all this. I'm not sure I want to keep those in my house forever, but that's good for now. Let's talk. I know losing the use of the relics is bad, but at least we destroyed the loom and stopped Athelia from changing our reality. You know, I can't even conceive of what that actually means. But now that we're back in Westweald, on to local matters. I convinced Count Calantius and Greenspeaker Derelith to sit down and talk. They're finally ready to discuss stabilizing relations between Skingrad and Vashabar. I offered my home as a private venue for their meeting. They also want to speak to you. Don't look so surprised. You're a hero! You brought down Nantharion and defeated Shard Marshal Vargas. Yes, there are Recollection and Shard-born stragglers to deal with, but you earned the trust of both Wood Elves and the Colovians through your actions. They're waiting for you out in the hall. I don't know what exactly they want to talk about, but it probably wouldn't hurt to remind them that friends make better neighbors than enemies.
Traveller, we hope to see you here. I'm told you killed King Nantharion beneath Vashabar's very roots. I know he had to be stopped, yet the tragedy will haunt me. He started with a great vision before he wandered onto dark paths. Vashabar is done with kings, but I can speak for the people of Dawnwood. It falls to me to make good on the obligation Nantharion left us. We must try to make amends for the damage he inflicted on Westweald. You and Tribune Leia showed us what's possible when we accept a little help. We can't give back what Nantharion has taken, but we can promise to be good neighbors going forward. And we will not advance beyond Dawnwood. That is all we need. If we find any more Wildburn seeds, we will destroy them. As for the area of devastation, our Greenspeakers shall attempt to repair the damage and restore the land. It will take time, but nature will heal. It always does.
Tribune Leia has spoken at length about you and enthralled me with tales of your exploits on behalf of Westweald. And to think you're not even a native of Skingrad or Vashabar. I hope it isn't too late for us to learn something from your example. It will not be easy to overcome the distrust the Recollection sowed between Colovians and Wood Elves. But thanks to your valiant defense of Westweald, I think I can convince my people to see the opportunities here, not just the threats. For my part, yes. Of course, I must persuade some nobles and landowners to part with abandoned estates they can no longer return to, but I want to see the new forest held by allies of Skingrad, not left empty to be overrun by monsters and outlaws. I spend a lot of coin to buy land, and with that land, I secure a treaty of cooperation with our new neighbors. I thank you, hero. You aided Westweald in our time of need. Wherever your journey leads next, Skingrad is forever in your debt.
Nantharion betrayed all we hold sacred, Count Calantius. And he has paid for his crimes with his life.
I want no war with Vashabar, but Nantharion left Ostermere in ruins and killed our people.
We cannot return Dawnwood to the seed it sprang from, but we too seek peace. We shall do everything we can to prove ourselves friends and allies to the Weald.
Through all we faced, it wasn't until I was lost in the many paths that I realized the true danger to the Weald. I think you saved everything when you destroyed the loom of the untraveled road. Of course, Athelia is still out there, Somewhere. That's tomorrow's problem, friend. You stopped the recollection, and you held back the forces of Miramor. The people of Westweald can handle what's left of Athelia's servants. We're free to find our own way forward now. Thanks to you.
We saved Westweald and preserved history. But Prince Athelia still roams free.
Doomed. We're all doomed. Mortal reality itself is threatened. Mortal, something's wrong. Hermaeus Mora senses fates, futures, winking out of existence. Potentials he predicted that will never be. I feel these instabilities rippling across reality. This must be Athelia's doing, but we need to be certain. Instabilities! Places where the threads of fate fray and shred. And it's getting worse. I sense one forming in Westweald even now. But this one feels different. Addressing anomalies of fate is my sacred duty, but these scare even me. I suggested we hide in the Icor Sea until this blows over. But the Great Eye said no. So I need you and Laramil to accompany me to the instability. Will you serve as Fate's chosen once more? I'll give you those pieces of gold you like so much. Before we depart, gather the Daedric relics, Abolisher, the Lamp of Clarity, and the Skein of Secrets. Even though they're depleted, the Great Eye has seen that you will need them in the trials to come. And I'm certainly not going to carry them. The relics are this way, gathering dust on the tiny mortal's wall.
Greenspeaker Derelith, Count Calentius, I'm afraid our friend has urgent business to take care of. Tribune Alea, will you escort the Greenspeaker and the Count home safely?